folks, I'm painting today. It's Sunday, February the 15th. I am finally starting the painting, but before I paint I have to wash the walls. So I've got my bucket here with super hot water and a little bit of Dawn detergent. I have gloves and a rag, and what I'm gonna do, it's very simple really. I'm gonna go over the top of the door frames right here. I'm gonna go over the top of the window sills and the window frames. I'm gonna do the sills right here and all of the baseboards here and here. And then whenever I see kind of like a stain on the wall, I'm just gonna go over it real quick. And then these parts as well, because all of this is gonna get painted. And my little guy is picking. How are you?
Good. I'm
Whose birthday is it tomorrow?
Mine.
How old are you gonna be?
8.
Excellent. See you later. Bye. All right, the hubby is here today, so he's probably gonna help me paint, which is a good thing. So that means that this is gonna go much faster. And I don't think we're gonna be done today, but I'll definitely have an entire coat of blue today. And then tomorrow I'll do a second coat, and then I'll go over with the white. Bright white is what I've chosen for this, and the furniture, or the cabinets rather, well, it's more like bookcases that I'm going to build, they're going to be bright white as well. So you'll see the paint color in a minute, but for now I'm just going to go ahead and wash my walls. Alright, so I'm on a stool. Let's see what kind of disgusting dust we're gonna find on top. Oh yeah, I have never cleaned this, never, not once. Well, that's not true. Maybe when the in-laws were coming, I did that. So I'm just gonna go over it with my rag. Let's see. Yeah, it's pretty gross. It's actually not as bad as I thought it would be. Yeah, I must have, ugh, never mind that. Okay, let's see, yeah. Want to make sure it's all clean. All right, let me finish this and then do the rest. We'll start painting. And really all I want to do is kind of like remove dust that's on the frame, and then maybe if there is like some grease, you know, from fingerprints or whatever, because that's going to stop the paint from adhering properly. And remember, since I sanded the walls, I'm sure there's plenty of that white dust on it. It's not too bad. And in the corner right here, I know I have some cobwebs, so I want to take care of that, because when you have your paintbrush getting the cobwebs over, then they get stuck inside the paint, and then you splatter it on the wall and it gives like a well, you can see it. That's the problem. So I'm doing all of this. Is plenty dirty right here. I'm gonna rinse my rag. This is gonna be painted in white as well. Now this door here, it's not the greatest door. It's just a panel right here. I wish I could replace the doors. I was thinking about doing a getting a glass door, but the measurements are kind of weird in the house. They're not traditional measurements, so I would have to have it made custom. I can't afford that, so that's gonna have to wait until then. This is gonna get painted in white. So I've just washed all the walls and they dry, because I used super hot water, and I know you've all been very excited about the paint, so I have the paint. I'm going to start painting now. Here is the paint. So the paint I picked is from the Behr brand, which you can find at Home Depot. I believe that's their own brand. It's the Marquee line. Exceptional hide, lasting beauty and durability. It has what you call it, primer in it. It says see color blocking paint and primer, and this was $40 for a gallon. It's the more expensive one. I usually, as a matter of fact, this is the first time I use that particular line of the paint, but the color I picked is right here. It's called Come Sail Away, and it's this blue here. So here it is in, you know, bright sunlight, and then in the shade it looks more like this. So it's a blue that's almost like a cornflower, and I'm looking at my screen right now. It doesn't translate very good in video. It's more like this part right here, where it's a little bit darker, but you'll see it on the wall. So I'm gonna open it, give it a good stir, and all I'm doing for now is that I'm gonna do this wall, one wall at a time. I'm gonna do the edges first. And I'm not taping the board over there, the crown molding, because that's going to be painted in bright white. So I'm going to be very careful. And you've seen me paint before. I'm actually pretty steady, so I don't need to use the paint to tape For the blue, I will, however, use the painter's tape to mask everything when I'm doing the white, because I don't want the white to, you know, you get the point. So I'm gonna do all of the edges here and here and here and here and around and over there and the corners here, and then I'll paint the wall. What I usually do is that I do 2 coats of the edges first, and then I'll do the center once, and then I'll do the center a second time, rather than doing 1 coat of edge, the wall, and then another coat of edge and the wall. I'd rather do the edges first. That's just the way I've been painting the house, and for me it's been working. So let's open this thing, the big flat. There are tools that you can purchase to get this open, but the what you call it, the flat screwdriver does the same thing. So now I'm on a very dirty towel. You can see that. I need to switch. Hold on. All right, here's the paint. So I'm on a dirty towel where I put the this thing right here, and just in case there's a splatter, I'm using this cheapo tray right here to put the paint in. I should have a smaller container to put the paint for the little brush when I do the edges. I just couldn't find one. I'm fine with going up and down the ladder, it's not a big deal. So I just got to give it a good stir. And again, the paint doesn't look the same on the screen that it does in the pot. This is more like a cornflower. For some reason, this one looks more like a turquoise. So get a good stir and get ready to start painting. I've decided to sacrifice this little container here so that I could just stay on my stool. I'm gonna have to switch hand, get on my step stool. I'm trying to be careful here. All right, so this is what the paint is going to look like. See it? All right, now paint gets darker when it dries. I don't know if you know that. So yep, that's the color. I'm loving it. It looks really, really cool. And this is eggshell, by the way. It's kind of like a almost like a satin finish. It's not a gloss, it's not a semi-gloss, it's just got a tiny, tiny amount of sheen on it. It's kind of hard to try to hold the camera and paint at the same time, but here we go. I'm gonna start with the corner right here. Oh, I love this blue. I really, really love it. I hope it shows on camera the way it is in real light. And again, I'm not concerned so much about the edges here. I'm just going to be careful, only because I'm going to paint that in bright white at a later time when I do the trim around the windows. So I don't want to have, you know, too much. But basically what I do is just the corners first. And don't hesitate to load your brush. And so far it's got a good coverage. I mean, I can see a little bit of the green underneath it, but once I get a second coat, it's going to be beautiful. All right, so let me do the whole strip right here, and then around that door frame, and then I'll give you a quick shot. Well, I'll do this part here. So I'll do all the angles once, and then I'll show you what it looks like, and then I'll do a second time, and then I'll paint the whole wall. All right, go ahead, come in. So Scott is going to look at the paint color, which is basically the first time he sees it. What do you think? Come on, do you like it?
It's blue.
Yes, it is.
It's Superman blue.
No, it's not. That's not a Superman blue. It's not. It's like a periwinkle / cornflower kind of blue. You want it to be a Superman blue? It is a Superman blue. You're right. Do you like it?
I like Batman better.
Batman is black. I am not painting the office black. No, seriously, are you okay with the color?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You like it? Okay.
It's like Superman.
No, it's not Superman color. Stop.
Christopher Reeve Superman.
Okay, all right, I'll take that. So here's the where I'm at so far. I've done all of this and all over there. I'm gonna move up, do that corner, and then do it twice and paint inside. Listen, why don't you start painting instead of goofing off?
Well, I thought you might want some action shots.
Alright. So what I'm doing is basically painting the corners. And just as an FYI, because the paint that was here before is a flat, and it's also wallpaper that was painted. It is, right? Yeah, I think it was wallpaper that they painted. The brush with the paint drags on it a little bit because it's flat. But when I do the second coat, it's going to be much smoother. So you got to be careful, you know, make sure you cover as much as you can. On the first pass, I'm just doing a little bit here in that corner. I'm not doing this wall yet. I'm just going to do this one. And I just have the top part. I'm going to let it dry for a good 20-30 minutes and then do the second coat on the edges and be ready to paint with the roller in between. It's not Superman blue. Stop. You're gonna make me giggle and then I'm gonna make a mistake. Alright, fine, it's Superman blue. You know, Superman, the original movie. When did it come out? 78?
78.
78. It's our favorite movie, both of us. Superman the movie with Christopher Reeve. We absolutely love it. So, would you like it if I found you a Superman poster to put in this office? Huh?
I like Batman.
I have Batman posters, but they're not going to look good in here. We'll put them in the basement. It's more like a bat cave anyway down there, right? I'm almost done, then we can take a break. Would you do me a favor and go downstairs and find me the rollers with the handle thing? Stop it! You're gonna make me make a mistake! Come on, everybody's horrified that I'm not using painter's tape here. That's because I got a steady hand. Jesus Christ. Hey, you know I'm gonna have copyright issues with that. Knock it off. It's not Superman blue, it's Periwinkle! Alright, so I have the first coat for the entire corner for that wall. That's done, and I'm really liking the blue, but it's not Superman blue. I'm gonna have to bring a picture of Superman and put it against it so you can see it. But anyway, yeah, it's done. It's pretty much straight edges because I got a nice steady hand, except for over there where I made a little mistake, but that's alright because when I'm ready to paint the crown molding, I'm going to put painter's tape on the blue and be able to do that. And then if I have some retouching, I'll do that with the little brushes anyway. And you've seen me paint before, so you know it's gonna look good. Now, the top of the baseboard here has this little thing here, and they painted it the same color than this, but for this room, what I've decided to do instead is paint that little strip of wood in blue and just have the baseboard in white. It's going to be underneath the countertop anyway, so it won't show, but that doesn't bother me. I think it probably will give a better look. And again, you really won't see it at all because it's going to be entirely hidden underneath the desk. But that's where I'm at. I'm going to take a little break. This has to cure for a good 30 minutes before I put the second coat. And I'm really excited. I can't wait to see what the wall looks like in there with all the blue. Let me turn off the light because I have the ceiling light on. So yeah, that's probably more accurate of a color. Even though, I don't know, the screen doesn't really give justice to the blue at all. But with the white against it, it's going to look really, really nice. Scott is painting. There we go again. Pay attention, you're going and then get to the edges. Babe?
What?
You have better leverage if you're on the stool, huh?
Yeah.
Alright, get on the stool. Thank you. I'm not a control freak. I'm not. I swear I'm not. Yeah, I don't know what he's doing in there.
I just finished.
So silly. That's one of your paintings. Hey, that's the same blue. There you go. That's not Superman blue. It's, what do you call it? Blue?
Cerulean blue.
Cerulean blue.
With a bit of cobalt blue.
With a bit of cobalt blue. He did this. Come on.
I just finished it. No.
He did this in 1993. That's great. You know what I plan on doing? Actually, because the bookcase is going to be there, I was actually thinking of putting this here.
Yeah.
Right? Or over there, or even over the bookcase.
Well, we could put it here.
No, not on the ceiling, but it looks great. It's the same blue. That is awesome. You were in art school when you did this. I've always liked that painting. Yeah. I should have it framed. Anyway, how'd you like it? It looks good together.
I've liked it for, you know.
Huh?
I've liked it for 22 years.
22 years? Yeah, I've always liked that painting. No, but the blue with the painting, it looks good.
Yeah, it's looking, yeah.
Right? Oh, you did all of this. That's good.
Superman would be proud.
Oh, God, knock it off. It's awful. Alright, let me do my second coat and then we can do the wall. Alright, so I did my 2 coats of corners and I'm ready to paint the walls. Nothing like a fresh coat of paint. What do you think, babe?
I feel like I'm flying through the sky.
Okay, otherwise, what do you think? Here's without the light.
No, it looks like sky blue, you know?
It's not sky blue.
Okay.
Oh my God, we're gonna argue over the blue for how long now? It's not sky blue, it's not Superman blue. It's come sail away. You were in the Navy! You should appreciate the name I picked in honor of your service.
Navy blue is very dark.
I know, but it said come sail away. I thought you'd like it. See, a wife does like nice touches like this and it's totally unappreciated. Alright, I got 1 coat on. Let me show it again without the light. It doesn't make the room smaller. It's gonna look beautiful when this is bright white, because right now it's kind of like a off-white kind of cream. Didn't do the best of jobs with the patching, but it's still wet, so you can probably see it a little bit more than it would be when it's dry. I'm gonna let it dry. I'm gonna do the second coat on his edges here. That way we can go ahead and paint this wall and then give you a look with half of the room painted. Alright, so we're painting the second wall now, and I'm really liking it. I think it's going to look great, babe. What do you think?
It's nice, Lois.
It's nice, Lois. Okay, I'll be Lois Lane for today. Fine. Fine! Okay, so turn off the light. Here's the first wall, and here's the second wall. It's all painted now. You see those? These are the raised bump from the very, very terrible job that I did with patching them. So it's still shiny. It's not gloss, so it's just because it's wet. Let me turn on the lights. So I am doing a good job at patching the holes from the shelves. You can see that. Thanks for the... Are you going to the barber shop? Superman cape. Don't you have a real Superman cape?
No.
You don't?
You know, I don't know.
I think we used to have Superman capes. I just don't know what we did with them. Anyway, as I was saying, didn't do a good job at patching, and I just wanted the holes to be covered, but there's a reason for that. If you're watching this for the first time, there's going to be a bookcase that's going to be built in. I mean, we're not taking down, obviously, the sheetrock or anything. It's going to be anchored into, at least the uprights are going to be anchored into the studs, And this is entirely going to be covered from ceiling to floor by a huge bookcase. So all of this is going to be behind it. You're not going to see it. So that's the reason why they didn't do such a great job at, you know, trying to patch this and make it even. On the other side, it's starting to look better now that it's drying. And yeah, so again, without the light, this is what it looks like. And this color right here is probably more accurate, the one that's right here, than this. But again, the camera, I guess, doesn't translate well. So when you look at it from the other side, this is what it looked like before. Hoping you can see. It was kind of like a green, a very pale green. This is what it looks like now. What you doing? Oh, you're coming here. All right, well, we gotta let this dry to do the second. We gotta let this dry to do the second coat. And then once the second coat is done, we gotta move all of your desk to this side. All right, so it's been about an hour. This is dry. Yeah, it's dry. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the second coat. And then Scott and I will... What are you doing? You're cold?
No.
It's not that cold in here. I just turned up the heat. Anyway, once I'm done with the second coat, we're going to move your stuff and we're going to work on this area and we'll be done, alright?
Okay.
Alright. I got me a helper. Stay where you at. Come on, keep going. Up and down. Do you like the blue?
Yeah. I wish you painted it green.
I know green is your favorite color.
Since when, Williams?
It's always been his favorite color.
Really?
Yep. Here's your brother.
Don't tell him what you're doing, quick.
Yo, what's up?
What's up?
Lucky you get to paint.
You want to paint? You think it's luck? Go ahead. Hey, switch. Let him paint.
Okay, I'll wait.
Alright. So how does this work? You just...
Roll up and down. Not here. There you go.
Mom, why did you want to paint this place blue?
Because we like blue. I know you like green, but this is our office. Edward, how'd you like the blue?
It looks really nice.
You like it?
It's one of my favorite colors.
Okay, good. Ah!
Oh!
Oh! That would be the end of your helping.
Well, what did he do?
He shot it all the way on the baseboard. I gotta remove
You should
this.
have put tape on there.
No, you gotta be careful. Almost done. Alright, that wall is done. So we gotta do the trim, the edges on this side, so we're gonna move your desk, huh? Okay? Well, it's time for lunch, so just want to show you where I'm at so far. I've done one coat of all of the edges, and here as well, and all I gotta do now is do a second coat and do the walls. So all of these have been painted twice already. I'm going to turn off the light so you can see the color. Yeah, I think this is more accurate with the second coat. I really like this blue. It looks really beautiful. I think that against the bright white, it's going to look beautiful, like almost like a Greece tourism picture. Anyway, so a bit of a mess, but there is no spill. No blue spill, oh, except, no, talk too soon, there's one right there, that's it, that's the only one I got so far, so I really won't have much of my own mess to clean when I'm ready to do the floor, which is going to be in a while. Tomorrow, what I'll probably do is do the trim, but I'll talk about that at the end of this video. We're going to have some lunch, I'll come back, finish this, and we'll be done with the blue painting. And that probably will be the end of this video, because when I come back, then I'll do the trim, and that'll be a separate video. Yeah, I hope you like the blue. Let me know down below, do you like the blue? Do you think it's a good color for the office? I'm not sure. I mean, I really like it. I think that it doesn't make the room smaller. It does make it brighter, but in a different type of bright. I don't know if it looks good, you know, when you're against it. It's yeah, it's more like this blue right here, not so much this one. But I really like it. I think that with the white And once everything is reorganized, it's gonna look really, really neat. And I can't wait to see it with the floor being rejuvenated and buffed and, you know, shiny and all of that. So anyway, I'm going to have some lunch with the rest of the family and finish this. Probably be done by, I don't know, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. So it might be dark. Well, probably if it's 6 o'clock, it'll be nighttime when we done with this. So you get to see it in the evening with just the electrical light, and I don't know, maybe there'll be still some light outside, I'm not sure. But that gives you an idea. All right, I'll be right back. And Scott is outside with the kids. They are bringing wood to the front porch. And I think William is having, let me go over here so you don't have the screen. I think Willie's having a tantrum because he declared tomorrow to be his birthday, which is true, and he doesn't think he should be doing any kind of work. Let's see. All right, one log. Here we go. It's good work for them. All right, well, here you go. This is one coat on those walls. I'm gonna let this dry and then do a second coat, clean up, you know, kind of like everything, clean up my brushes. I'm gonna need them tomorrow for sure. When I do the white, I'm gonna show you without the light. So it's about 5 o'clock, no, almost 4:35, something like that in the afternoon. So you get to see what it looks like at dusk almost, because this is winter. But we do get sunshine in the morning through this window, and then in the summer we get a lot of sunshine through this window. So it's still bright. I like it. It's we talked about it as to whether or not it was brighter. Scott said that it looked happier, and I think that exactly is what I was looking for a room that looked happier, like we're actually looking forward to come to it and work in it. So yeah, I'm very happy. I'm gonna let this dry, do my second coat, give you a final look, and then we'll talk about what's happening tomorrow. And I'm done. What time is it, hon?
5:30?
It's 5:30 in the afternoon. Scott is on the computer. I don't know what he's doing.
I don't know either.
He doesn't know either. But basically, this is what the room looks like. 2 coats. I have about that much left in the gallon. So what do you think? This room is what, 8 by 12?
8 by 12?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Feels like
Yeah, maybe so.
Yeah, 8 by 12. So you need a gallon of paint to do an 8 by 12. You probably have enough to do an 8 by 10 with the 1 gallon. But this is what it looks like. Let me go on the other side.
Are you finished?
I'm finished. What do you think?
Pretty cool.
Tomorrow, I'll be back. I will be back, and we'll paint the trim in bright white. So I have to go downstairs and see if I have enough
I'll be
bright
working.
white. Huh?
I'll be working.
You'll be working in the office today? Tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Okay, so Scott is working from home tomorrow. So I'm gonna be bugging him all day doing the white trim. I have to do the molding on top, then the window casements, whatever you call them, and then the baseboard and the back of the door. But pretty much, yeah. Let me show you what it looks like when I turn off the light. It's complete darkness. No, but it looks good.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, it's like it's dark outside. It's getting dark.
Freezing outside.
It's really, hold on, turning the lights back on. Okay. It's 13 degrees, is that it?
Something like that. It's really cold.
But the wind makes it like a -1 or something like this. It's really, really cold. Anyway, this room is done. White trim, and then I'm building bookcases. So I thank you guys for staying with me in this process. I know it's taking me forever, but I'm taking my time. You know, I want a job well done, and so far I'm very happy. So bottom line is that if you want something and you have, you know, a vision in your head, just go for it. Don't be intimidated by the task. Nothing is too big for you to accomplish. You can do it. I did it pretty much almost all by myself, though you helped a couple of weekends.
Yeah.
But yeah, and again, you know, if you haven't watched the rest of the series, the link is down below and at the end of this video, where I start the whole process of decluttering the office and reorganizing everything, so you get to see the before and have an appreciation of the amount of work that it took to get to this level. Now the fun begins, because I have to build everything and put everything back and finally be able to use the office. So maybe I can get rid of the other desks.
You had a vision in your head about this?
Absolutely. I've been thinking about it non-stop like a maniac.
You should talk to somebody about that. Having
I-
visions in your head is not good.
I can
There's
talk-
drugs for it.
Yeah, but I can talk to myself. I'm good company. I'm good company. Alright, you guys, thank you for sticking along and watching this video, and give me a thumbs up if you liked it. Give me some comment down below if you like the color, if you hate the color, if you're so about the color, and you know, other ideas you may have for color combo for this office. I will appreciate any comment, and that's
Paisley.
it. What?
Paisley.
No, I'm not doing paisley. I don't have time for that. I would have done wallpaper, but you don't like wallpaper.
Big red S on a yellow background.
A big red. Okay, you will get a Superman something in this office. Yes, I will. I will figure it out. No, I will. Anyway, thanks you for watching. Like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.